Dubai is very strict when it comes to levying penalties. Even a small mistake can lead to a huge penalty being levied. In this video, I would be talking about the common mistakes which most people do when setting up a company in Dubai, which can lead to a penalty of 10,000 dirhams. Hi everyone, I am Karan Batra and I represent a firm which has been helping people set up companies in Dubai and buy real estate in Dubai, and we have offices in both India as well as Dubai. In my career of 14 years, I've seen people make the same mistakes over and over again. So I thought of creating a video around this topic wherein I would be talking about the most common mistakes which I've practically seen most people make when they set up a company in Dubai. The last mistake which I would be talking about in this video is the most common mistake. So make sure you watch this video till the end. The first mistake which most people do is that they forget to register for corporate tax. As per the new laws, corporate tax registration is now mandatory for all companies and is required to be done within 3 months of registering the company. Even if the company is not liable to pay tax, then also corporate tax registration is mandatory. Even if your bank account is not opened, then also you have to apply for the corporate tax registration within 3 months. And once you've applied for the corporate tax registration, then filing the corporate tax returns every year becomes mandatory for all type of companies. A lot of people have received penalty notices as well of 10,000 dirhams in the past few months as they didn't register for the corporate tax on time. So, if you're a newly registered company or are planning to register a company in Dubai, make sure that your consultant applies for the corporate tax registration within the timeline so that you don't end up getting this penalty notice. The second mistake which people make is that they end up mentioning the wrong business activity on their business license, as a result of which their bank account does not open. In a lot of cases, people are able to get the companies registered but are not able to get their bank accounts opened, and therefore it is highly advisable that you set up the company in a manner that your bank does not reject your application for opening the bank account. The third mistake which some people do is that they don't register for VAT. If you don't know what VAT is, VAT stands for value added tax and is levied at the rate of 5%. This type of tax is levied by most countries. In some countries, it is like VAT, while in other countries, it is called as GST. 5% VAT in the UAE is levied on all goods sold and services supplied within the GCC countries. However, if goods or services are supplied outside of the GCC countries, no VAT will be applicable. If VAT is getting applicable on your business and the revenue of your business is more than 375,000 dirhams in the rolling 12 months period, then you must register for VAT. And once the VAT registration is obtained, a person is required to file monthly or quarterly returns depending on the turnover of the business. A penalty of 10,000 dirhams gets applicable if the company does not register for VAT within 30 days of VAT getting applicable on the company. The fourth mistake which most people do is that they end up choosing the wrong form of structure. Most people don't know whether they should set up the company in their individual name or as a subsidiary or as a branch of an existing company. Correcting this mistake is a very time-consuming and expensive process, and therefore it is recommended to do proper research before setting up the company. And the fifth most common mistake which most people do is that they end up registering in the wrong free zone. There are more than 45 free zones in the UAE, and each free zone has a specific purpose. Most people don't do proper research at the time of setting up the company and end up regretting later. I have personally seen people choose a free zone without any logic. Some people say that they want to set up a company in Abu Dhabi, and when I ask them why Abu Dhabi and not some other free zone, then they say that the ruler of Abu Dhabi has a lot of money and therefore they would prefer to set up a company. I mean, does this have any logic? I mean, the ruler of Abu Dhabi is not going to share his wealth with you. I'm not saying that these free zones are bad, but this certainly should not be the decision-making criteria. All free zones have a specific purpose for which they are set up, and it is recommended that you choose the free zone which suits your business purpose. In case you still have any queries on setting up a company in Dubai or in the whole of the UAE, then feel free to book an appointment with me through the link given in the description below. Thank you.